Notkin is an American ceramic artist born in Chicago, Illinois, shortly after World War II. This time period alone would come to inspire his work for years. His father was an immigration lawyer and received many gifts from his Chinese clients. These gifts were all over Notkin's childhood home and added to his inspiration from a young age. Notkin attended Kansas City Art Institute, where he earned a BFA in 1970. He then continued his education at the University of California, where he earned an MFA in 1973. Today, he resides in Montana, where he continues to create beautiful and powerful statements through his art. Richard Notkin is most known for his unique teapot creations. In Ceramics Today, Notkin states, although a vast majority of his work, created between 1983 and 1995, consists almost entirely of teapots, he considers himself a sculptor with a strong commitment to social commentary. His chosen medium, the material he loves to work with, is clay. When asked about his teapots and why he chose them, Notkin said he was inspired by Yixing wares of China. Yixing, China, is where teapots originated from, and more importantly, where they were seen as a piece of art and not just a kitchen tool. In Notkin's segment in the documentary for Craft in America, he said he uses teapots metaphorically and is more interested in conveying ideas than the tea itself. Notkin grew up in a time after war, where the world seemed very broken. He remembers looking at images of the Holocaust and thinking what was so wrong with the world. Richard Notkin protests war through his art, like many artists have done before him. He uses teapots as a way to convey his messages. Yixing teapots may have inspired him, but he is not creating them. He is creating teapots that express his own culture, country, and concerns for the future. You will notice he uses skulls, broken bricks, buildings, dice, and smoke clouds. All of these are symbols of war and destruction. What is a more political and strong statement than using these symbols to make a tile mosaic of President Bush's face? This is in reference to what was happening in the world during his time in office. War is in the past, it is present, and it could be in our futures. Most recently, he did a project called The Legacy, consisting of a pile of ears that he hand-carved and fired. Notkin states that this project has so many layers of meanings. The fact that ears have long been used as a way of counting the dead in war. The pile of ears are also used to try to recapture the image of the pile of shoes after the Holocaust. Every project he starts has significant social and political meaning, and he wants to contribute to society in this way. Richard Notkin also stated, "There is a lot to be angry about in this world, and there are many ways to deal with it. I deal with it by making art." What is most interesting about Notkin is his ability to take something so precious and small, like a teapot or an ear, and use it to make such bold statements. Not many artists can achieve something like this. Notkin has had a very successful career and continues to make strong political and social statements in his work. According to the Notkin Daily, as an artist, Notkin has had quite the career. His reliefs, teapots, and tea sets have exhibited worldwide, including the Florida Holocaust Museum, the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C., and New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art. Having worked in these well-known museums speaks volumes. He, like many artists before him, used their passion and beliefs to make art. Notkin said in his documentary segment that without passion, there would be no point to art. He is passionately angry about what is going on in the world, and it is his responsibility to relay these messages the best way he can.